Welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to solve some of the important problems that is related to kinematics of theories of machines. Okay, let us start. So the first question that is appearing on your screen, it is saying that the sum of the maximum and minimum transmission angle that we have to obtain from this linkage. Okay, so first of all, we have to see what does this linkage signifying here. Okay, as you can see, all the lengths are given. Okay, so from this diagram you can see that okay, these two lengths are same, that is 3 and 3, and these two lengths are same, that is 10 and 10. Okay, so what we can tell about this linkage, this is simply a deltoid linkage. Okay, how this is deltoid linkage? As we know, in deltoid linkage, adjacent links are, or the lengths of adjacent links are same, and if one of the smallest link is being fixed, okay, so it will give us one double crank mechanism, where if the longest link making one revolution, the shortest link here it will make two revolution. If it will make one revolution, okay, the result will be this is of two revolution. Okay, so in this thing we have to determine the maximum and minimum transmission angle, because it is asking about the sum. Okay, so we have to draw what will be the minimum transmission angle. Okay, when the link, suppose this, we will name these links 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. When link 2 will coincide with this link 1, okay, obviously it is of same length, and other two links are also of same length, so eventually this will be the position of mu mean. So here mu minimum will be is equal to 0. Okay, so what will be the condition for mu maximum? When link number 2 will have 180 degree with the fixed link, okay, then we can have the maximum transmission angle. Okay, maximum transmission angle. So this is 3, this is 3, this is 10, and this is 10, and this is your mu max. So we only need to calculate what will be the mu max here. Okay, so what we have to do to calculate mu max, we have to apply the cosine law. Okay, so what is this cosine law? That is, this 3 plus 3 6 square will be equal to 10 square plus 10 square minus 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 cos mu max. So directly if we are putting cos mu max will be equal to 10 square plus 10 square minus 6 square divided upon 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. So it is coming out to be cos mu max will be equal to, this is 100, this is 100, 100 plus 200, 200 minus 36, so it is 164 divided by 200. Okay, so if we calculate the mu max here, mu max will be equal to cos inverse 164 divided by 200, and if we are using our calculator, the angle is coming out to be 34.92 degree. So here total angle, that is mu mean plus mu max, would be equal to 34.92 degree. So option 1 is our correct answer. Okay, so moving on to the next question. What is the degree of freedom of this following linkage? Okay, so we know that the formula to calculate the degree of freedom, that is equal to F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2 into J minus H. Okay, where L is equal to the number of links Okay, J is equal to number of joints having degree of freedom 1 and H is equal to number of higher pairs. Or you can write here number of lower pair also. Lower pair means if we are given the problem about a planar mechanism, that will consider the revolute pair or turning pair or sliding pair. Okay, so we just have to calculate here what are the number of links first. Okay, so number of links, that is equal to, this is the fixed one, that is 1. We will denote this fixed thing, that is 1. So this will be 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, and this sliding one, that is equal to 10 here. Okay, so number of links, that is equal to 10 here. Okay, now we have to find out number of lower pair and higher pair. Okay, so what are the number of lower pair and higher pair? So simply we just, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, here 11, that is the revolute pair, and 12 is for sliding pair. Okay, am I correct? I think I am correct. Okay, so here J is equal to 12. Okay, so as you can see, there is no higher pair. Okay, so there is no higher pair, so H is equal to 0 here. So if we calculate the degree of freedom now, that is 3 into 10 minus 1 minus 2 into 12 minus 0, that is 3 into 9 minus 24, that is 27 minus 24, that is equal to 3 answer. Answer will be is equal to 3. So option 4 will be your correct answer here. Moving on to the next question. In Whitworth quick return mechanism, the length of the fixed link is 150 millimeter and crank length is 250 millimeter. Okay, and the ratio of the cutting time and the return time will be, it is asking about the QRR, that is quick return ratio. Okay, so I am not going to draw the whole diagram here. Okay, just the diagram from which I can geometrically determine the angle of cutting and angle of return stroke. So this is our fixed link. Okay, that is of 150, and something like this triangle will be generated. Okay, एक छोटा सर्कल आता है जो इसको बना मतलब एक इसको यहाँ पे सेंटर लेके और यहाँ पे जो आपका स्लाइडर को लेके घूमता है, इससे एक बड़ा वाला मतलब सर्कल आता है. सो आई एम ओनली कंसर्न अबाउट दिस ट्राइंगल. ओके, सो दिस इज द रेडियस हियर, या फिर आप बोल सकते हो कि दिस 2 पॉइंट्स आर द एक्सट्रीम पॉइंट, जो कि मतलब स्ट्रोक लेंथ हमारा डिटरमाइन करेगा. सो दिस length will be the radius here, that is equal to 250 mm, and we need to find out this beta by 2. This will be also beta by 2, and suppose this is the alpha. Okay, so to determine beta by 2, what we have to do, suppose we will take the cosine of this beta by 2, that is cos beta by 2 will be equal to the fixed length, that is 150 divided by 250, that is coming to be 3 by 5. So beta by 2 will be equal to cos inverse 3 by 5. So let me just see what is the value of beta by 2. So it is coming out to be 53.13. So again beta will be equal to 2 multiplied by this this value, that is 106.26, and obviously from this alpha can be written as 360 minus beta, that is equal to 253.74. Okay, so now we can calculate the QRR, that is quick return ratio, or the ratio between the cutting time and the return time will be equal to alpha by beta, that is 253.74 degree divided upon 6.26 degree. So let me check with the calculator, or it is coming out to around 2.38. that is the answer here. So here option D will be the correct answer for this. Moving on, that question number 4, the distance between two parallel shaft is 20 mm and it is asking about Oldham's coupling. Okay, so Oldham's coupling, suppose just I am drawing one schematic diagram here. Suppose this is the input shaft that is connected to a disc, this is the intermediate disc. Let me just draw it in, इसको थोड़ा अलग कलर से दिखा देते हैं. This is the intermediate. I am not going to draw the total. And suppose this is the output shaft. As Oldham's coupling is used to connect between two parallel shaft having a distance between their center line, that is, suppose this is given, that is equal to 20 mm distance between the two parallel shaft. That means this intermediate disc will slide about this particular length. Okay, so if we know the angular velocity of the driving shaft, we can calculate the velocity of sliding, because V will be equal to R omega. Okay, so if V is equal to R omega, we know the distance, that is R is equal to 20 mm here, that is the distance between the two parallel shaft, or the distance that will be travelled by this intermediate disc. So 20 multiplied by omega formula क्या है, that is 2 pi n divided by 60 here. Okay, so 20 multiplied by 2 pi multiplied by 160 rpm divided by 60. So use your calculator and let us see. So this is 20 and this is 3. So 2 pi multiplied by 160 divided by 3, कितना इसका आंसर आ रहा है? Let me check. हाँ, 20 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3, क्योंकि this is in mm, so we have to calculate. यहाँ पे clearly पूछा है कि मीटर पर सेकेंड में calculate करना है. So this is coming out to be 0.335 meter per second. Okay, so answer only up to 3 decimals place, so we will write 0.335 meter per second. Okay, this question number 5. Okay, this is one very interesting question. Okay, I am not going to going further detail about this question. Rather, I will use one formula. Just remember this formula. If I will find any free time, I will explain why I have or how this formula is used here. So in Whitworth mechanism, length of the extension link on which tool is pivoted is 150 mm. So extension जो दिया है, ये जो लिंक का जिसके ऊपर आपका स्लाइडर माउंट होता है, ओके, उसका दिया है 150 मिलीमीटर. सो फाइंड द लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रोक. सो इसका एक सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला है, क्या है? If the extension of the length is given, then we will write the length of the stroke will be equal to 2 multiplied by length of the extension of the link. Okay, so I will prove this formula if I will get any free time or in the next video. Okay, so 2 multiplied by here 150, that is equal to 300 mm. So no need to break your head upon derivation or on something else. So simply the length of the stroke will be equal to 2 into length of the extension of the link. Use this formula and you will get the straight answer, that is 300 mm. So option 1 is correct here. Okay. Now, which of the following statements regarding degree of freedom is not correct? Option 1 is saying the connection of a link with another imposes certain constraint on relative motion. The connection of a link with another imposes certain constraint on relative motion, that is correct. जब भी joint produce होता है वहाँ पे degrees of freedom कुछ restrict होते हैं. Okay. Second option, degrees of freedom tells how many number of input links are required to obtain the constraint motion, that is also correct. So degrees of freedom of a pair is defined as the number of independent relative motion, both translational and rotational, a pair can have. Independent, okay, relative motion, okay, it is saying about independent relative motion, that is also correct. So 1 correct, 2 correct और 3 correct. So यहाँ पे कोई भी incorrect नहीं है. So none of them will be the answer. So this will be the correct answer. क्योंकि सभी ऑप्शन ठीक है. क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि इनकरेक्ट कौन सा है. Correct answer. Okay. Moving on. Find the degree of freedom following system given below. Okay. Whenever there is a spring, okay, we know that it has to be a revolute pair of 2 links. Whenever there is a spring, okay, just convert it to a revolute pair of 2 links. Okay. So the diagram will be like this. So redrawing the diagram again. Okay, so यहाँ से एक लिंक आया था. So this spring will be replaced by 1 revolute pair. Okay, so now we can calculate the number of links and the number of joints that we can have. Okay, so let us calculate. So number of links, that is L is equal to, okay, so एक लिंक यहाँ पे फिक्स हुआ होगा, ये दिया होगा, ठीक है. सो दिस इज 1, ओके, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 3, दिस इज 4, दिस इज 5 एंड दिस इज 6. सो नंबर ऑफ लिंक इज इक्वल टू 6. सो ये एक फिक्स है, ये एक फिक्स है. दिस इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी 1, लिंक नंबर 1. सो 1 2 3 4 5 6. ओके, नाउ द नंबर ऑफ जॉइंट्स, ओके, और लोअर पेयर. ओके, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this one is 6. Okay, so total that is equal to 6 here. Okay, now number of higher pair. Okay, higher pair क्या है, यहाँ पे एक है और यहाँ एक है. so higher pair हम नोट कर सकते हैं. this is, sorry, let me change another layer. This is 1 and this is 2. So higher pair is equal to 2 here. Okay. Okay. So is there any redundant degree of freedom? Because see, this disk is rotating about its center. So if this disk is, or if we focus on the rotation of this disk, okay, we can see that this can rotate without affecting any other links of this particular mechanism or linkage. So we have to write one redundant degree of freedom, that is equal to 1 here. Okay, so now we can calculate the degree of freedom for this mechanism is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J minus H minus FR. Okay, so 3 into 6 minus 1 minus 2 into 6 minus 2 minus 1. So this is 6 minus 1, 5 into 3, that is 15 minus 12 minus 2 minus 1. So that is equal to 15 minus 12, that is 3 minus 2, 1, 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So 0 means it is a structure now. Okay, so 0 will be the correct answer, or the option 1 is the correct answer here. Okay. So what is the degree of freedom of this following gear arrangement? See, if you will only see this arrangement, okay, directly you can give the answer, because see, when the gear is this, suppose this is the input gear, so if this is rotating in clockwise direction, this will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and if this gear is connected to this gear, if this is rotating anti-clockwise direction, this gear will be rotating in clockwise direction. As this gear is already, suppose this is, इसको पहले हम नाम दे देते हैं, that is link, fixed link, that is link number 1, this is second gear, third gear, and this link number 2, 3, 4. So 4 is already connected to 2. Okay, so if this gear is rotating in clockwise, okay, this gear must rotate in anti-clockwise, तभी जाके आपका gear rotation possible हो पाएगा. लेकिन we are getting 2 gears that is rotating in same direction, that is impossible. So it has become a structure here, or the gear movement will be jam here. So directly, without referring to the degree of freedom formula, from at least from the view of this diagram, we can say that it is a structure. But still, if we apply the degree of freedom formula, so L is equal to 4 here. What is the number of lower pair? That is, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So J is equal to 3 here. What is the number of higher pair? Okay, this is 1 higher pair, 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, so this is equal to 3. So now if we calculate the degree of freedom, that is 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J minus H will be equal to 3 into 4 minus 1 minus 2 into 3 minus 3. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9, minus 6 minus 3, that is equal to 0. So formula is also giving us the answer, that is equal to 0 here. Okay, so degree of freedom will be is equal to 0. Okay, now talking about this mechanism. Okay, so this mechanism seems to be a very what we can, हाँ, यहाँ पे डायग्राम में थोड़ा सा आपको मैं दिखा दूँ, थोड़ा सा यहाँ भी एक मतलब जॉइंट है, यहाँ पे भी एक जॉइंट है, एंड दिस इज अ टर्नरी लिंक. ओके, सो ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा, मतलब अगर ये टर्नरी लिंक नहीं दिया होता तो मतलब नंबर ऑफ लिंक्स में डिफरेंस आ सकते हैं. सो एज I have already told you, if there is a spring connection, we can convert this spring connection to 2 links joined by a turning pair. Okay, so here dotted line, I am showing this in dotted line here. So one turning pair is there. Okay, so now we can calculate the number of links here first. Okay, so this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5, number 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9 after conversion, this is 10, this is 11, this is 12, and the slider is 13 here. So number of links is equal to 13 here. Okay, now number of joints. Okay, this one is 1, okay, this is 2, this is 3, this one is 4, this one is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9. As at this point this 6 link link number 8 and link number 11, 3 links are connected. Okay, so here will be ternary pair, so consisting of 2 binary pairs, that is 10 and 11. Okay, this is 12. Okay, this is 13, and the sliding pair, that is 14. Okay, so J is equal to 14. Or is there any higher pair? Yes, we have one higher pair here, that is equal to 1. So H is equal to 1 here. Okay, as you can see, this disk is rotating about its center, so it will not affect the, so rotation of this disk will not affect the mechanism relative motion. So we have one redundant degree of freedom. Okay, a redundant degree of freedom, that is Fr is equal to 1 here. So now we can calculate the degree of freedom of this mechanism. So here I am calculating F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J minus H minus Fr. So 3 into 13 minus 1 minus 2 into 14 minus 1 minus 1. So 3 into 12 minus 2 into 14 minus, let's go minus 1 minus 2 कर देते हैं, that is 36 minus 28 minus 2. So 36 minus 28, that is 8 minus 2, that is equal to 6. The answer will be equal to 6 here. Okay, so option 3 will be the correct answer, 6. So now moving on, this is one interesting question that we have. So what is this question telling us? The mechanism shown below, link AB is an arc of circle, an arc होगा. So this is an arc of a circle. Link OA and OB are 40 centimeter. That means OA and OA, that is 40 centimeter, and this is I think O dash B. So इसको O डैश कर देते हैं. O डैश B इज इक्वल 40 सेंटीमीटर, सॉरी नहीं, सेम नहीं है, अलग है. लिंक O इज इक्वल टू 40 एंड दिस OB इज इक्वल टू 70 है. Okay, if the distance between the fixed center is equal to 60 centimeter, okay, so distance between the fixed center, that is equal to 60 centimeter. Okay, the maximum arc length of the AB, so that mechanism have continuous motion. Okay, so ये मतलब पूछा है, मतलब आर्क लेंथ हमें पूछा है. तो आर्क लेंथ हमें किस तरह से मिलेगा? इफ वी फाइंड दिस वैल्यू फर्स्ट, वी हैव टू फाइंड द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द AB, देन इफ वी फाइंड द radius of this arc, that is this one. So r multiplied by the angle, okay, included angle of this arc in radian, then we can find the arc length. Okay, so our main ambition is to find this radius length. Okay, so how can we, to find this radius length, we have to find the distance between AB. Suppose for this instant forget about this arc. Okay, इस तरह से अगर एक मतलब 4 बार linkage होता, so to have this mechanism or to have the continuous motion of this mechanism has to satisfy one criteria. Which criteria is that? That is Grashof criteria. Okay, let me just okay, so what does our Grashof criteria telling us? That is, if in a linkage, if shortest link plus or the length of the shortest link and the largest link should be smaller than equal to the other two links, that is PQ. So we have three links length, that is 40, 70 and 60. So AB का length हमें मालूम नहीं, so AB can be the shortest link, can be the largest link, or can be one of the links between P and Q. Suppose let AB is equal to the shortest link. Okay, so if AB is equal to shortest link, then AB plus लार्जेस्ट लिंक कौन सा हो जाएगा? इन तीनों में से 70 हो जाएगा लार्जेस्ट, that is 70 smaller than equal to 40 plus 60. So from this equation AB is coming out to be AB smaller than equal to 40 plus 60, that is 100 minus 70, that is equal to 30. Okay, so इसके हिसाब से AB 30 से कम होना चाहिए या फिर इक्वल होना चाहिए. Let AB be the largest link. Okay, so AB plus शॉर्ट सबसे छोटा वाला कौन सा हो जाएगा? दैट इज इक्वल टू 40 हियर, स्मॉलर देन इक्वल टू 60 plus 70. So that is equal to AB must be smaller than equal to 60 plus 70, that is equal to 130 minus 40, that is equal to 90 here. Okay, so another case that we can take here also, that AB is one of the links between the other two links, that is P and Q. Let AB is equal to link P. So here I can write that shortest link will be is equal to 40 plus 70 smaller than equal to AB plus 60. Okay, so AB will be equal to, or AB will be greater than equal to 40 plus 70, that is equal to 110 minus 60, that is equal to 50. Okay, 50 centimeter, all are in centimeter. So okay, so as we are finding the distance between the maximum arc length, okay, to have the maximum arc length, the length between A and B also has to be maximum. So we will take simply the maximum value we can have, that is equal to 90 centimeter here. देखो ये तो मतलब सी चढ़ रहा है, क्योंकि 90 already if I am taking the one of the intermediate links or intermediate length value, so AB is coming out to be greater than 50 centimeter. So ये फर्स्ट कंडीशन, ये कंडीशन कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट कर रहे हैं, एक ही हमें लेना पड़ेगा. सो AB का वैल्यू 50 से ज़्यादा हो सकता है, 90 से कम हो सकता है. ओके, सो इफ वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द मैक्सिमम लेंथ ऑफ आर्क AB, वी हैव टू टेक द मैक्सिमम लेंथ AB. सो this AB length will be equal to, or the final length of AB is equal to 90. Suppose this is 90. Okay, so we know that this is one isosceles triangle because this value is equal to this, okay, length, that is the radius of this link. Okay, so this angle will be equal to 20, this angle will be equal to 20. So from this right angle triangle we can find out this radius value. Okay, so if I will take, or we can write that this value is equal to 45, this is also 45. So if I will take the sine 20 for that triangle, suppose इसको नाम दे देते हैं, ठीक हो जाएगा थोड़ा सा. So suppose this is AB, this is C and this is D. Okay, so in triangle ACD, okay, sine 20 degree will be equal to what? 45 divided by AC. Okay, so AC length will be equal to 45 divided by sine 20 degree. So let me just use the calculator to find out the value. 45 divided by sine 20 degree, that is coming out to be 49.29. That is equal to 49.29. Okay, so AC is nothing but AC is equal to the radius of arc AB. So arc length AB is equal to radius R multiplied by the included angle, suppose that is equal to theta, that should be written in radian. So R is coming out to be 49.29 multiplied by 40 degree multiplied by pi by 1, converted to radian. So again we will use the calculator. So wait, wait a minute. Okay, sorry, there is a mistake in my calculator. The angle is set to be in radian, so the value is actually incorrect here. Okay, so 40 by sine 20 degree, it is coming out to be, let me check again. That is coming out to 131.57. So there is a mistake. 131.57. Okay, so here 131.57 multiplied by 40 multiplied by pi by 182 converted to radian, and that is coming out to be 91.85. So answer will be equal to 91.85. So correct answer is option 4. Okay. Now this question, okay, again calculate the extreme values of the transmission angle. So this is the transmission angle that we are going to calculate. Okay, so first of all we have to see applying our whether it is satisfying the Grashof law or not, Grashof's criteria. Okay, that is 8 maximum length, that is equal to 10. So 6 plus 10 should be smaller than equal to 7 plus 8. Okay, so ये तो हो नहीं रहा है क्योंकि 10 plus 6 that is 16 greater than equal to 7 plus 8 that is equal to 15. Okay, so this is class 2 mechanism. Okay, so ये smaller than or greater than हो जाएगा. So this refers to as class 2 mechanism. So class 2 mechanism में किस तरह से हम find out करेंगे minimum transmission angle, maximum transmission angle. Let me just draw. So this is the fixed link here. So to find out maximum transmission angle, okay, the angle between, or the theta, that is angle between the crank and the fixed one, that should be 180 degree. So इस तरह से आपका आ जाएगा, that is your mu max. Okay, so this is your mu max. This is 8 7 और ये आपका कनेक्टिंग रॉड कितना था, that is 6, that is 10. Okay, and what will be the diagram for the mu mean? As it is a double rocker mechanism, so we can find out our mu mean like this. So this angle is 180 degree. This is the angle between crank and the connecting rod. So this is 6, this is this is 7, this is 6, this is 10 here, and this is 8 here. Okay, so in every case we will apply the cosine law. So directly मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ cos mu will be equal to square plus 10 square minus 15 square divided on 2 into 6 multiplied by 10 here. Here cos mu is equal to, so this is mu minimum angle. So 6, that is 6 plus 7, that is equal to 13 square plus 10 square minus 8 square divided on 2 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 10. Okay, so this is mu max. So mu max cos inverse of this ratio, that is 3600 minus 225 divided upon 120. So mu minimum is equal to cos inverse minus 64, 2 into 13, that is by 60. So if we will calculate by using our calculator, the answer is coming out to be okay, the answer is coming out to be mu max is equal to 137.8 degree and mu mean is equal to 37.9, that is approximately 38 degree. This is 138 degree. So let us see which option is correct. So option A is correct here, that is 138 and 138 and 38. So this finishes our session. Okay, so these are some important questions that is related to kinematics, which will be beneficial for exams like GATE and ESE. So thank you everyone for listening, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me later.